Today's video, we're gonna make a picture frame from start to finish. It's a real easy beginner project, and I'm starting with this project board. My picture is 18 by 24, so from short point to short point would be 18 inches, but that would put the picture inside the frame. So we're gonna add a 1/2 inch rabbet on each side. So 18 minus a 1/2 inch times 2 will be 17 inches short point to short point. And we'll do the same for the sides. 24 minus 1 inch will give us 23. And I'm gonna make these about 1/8 inch longer just so we have a little wiggle room for the glass and the picture. All right, I'm gonna make my frame pieces 2.5 inches. Okay, now we're going to cut our rabbet joints on all the pieces first while they're still square. I'm going to come over a 1/2 inch in, come in down about 1/4 inch or 3/8. We'll split that. Make sure you go to the outside of the blade. 3/8, one blade at a time, because it's easy, it won't take very long, and most beginners do not have a dado set, and that's what it's all about, the beginners. Okay, so that's as close as I can get without hitting the fence. So we need to make a sacrificial fence to get this last piece off right here. And we could break it off, but we don't want to do that. So this is one of the few times you need to remove the riving knife completely. Let me unplug it. I'll be able to push it down. I'll just push it down. Lock it in. So now I'm just gonna pull the fence over. See that space right there? That'll give me enough to get the edge off. So this is common right here. Just take a chisel, just lightly, just peel it off. Just remember, like my 17-inch piece, long point to long point is going to be 22 1/8. So just remember that when you're calculating your material. So I'm going to get 2 pieces out of this because this is 48 inches, I believe. And I need 44. Yep, 48. Just remember, you go to cut your miters, the inside edge where the rabbet joint is going to be short point all the way around. Double check your work, short point to short point. It's going to be right there, 17 1/8. Now we're just going to scribe this piece, just make sure it's oriented the correct way. And just make sure they're perfect, meaning just the same length. So that's good there. Let me flip it around. That's good. That's the key to a good frame. Top and bottom have to be exactly the same, and the sides have to be exactly the same. Okay, for the long ones, I'm going to double these up and just cut it at the same time. See how I made the channel? So they're going to be the same when we flip them over. Oh, man. Okay, so now just take your pieces and do a dry fit. And we're going to use this band clamp, strap clamp. I picked this one up for 20 bucks because I can't find my other one. So, but they have them on Amazon for cheap, 10, 15 bucks. We're just going to do a test fit with this. Snug it down, pull it tight like that. Look at this, that's dry. As soon as we put some glue in there, it's just going to be perfect. A wet paper towel. Get this glue off of here. I'm gonna let it sit up for a few hours, if not overnight. Then I'm gonna come back and show you how to reinforce these miters. 2 simple ways. Let's check this side. Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna add some weight to it because this stuff is very thin and lightweight. Okay, so the backside joints look pretty good. This is a gap there. Just showing you reality. There's a gap here, and this one's tight. This one's just higher. I'm gonna add a little wood glue and sawdust. Fill this in now while it's still rough, and more sawdust than glue, so it'll still take the stain. But if you're painting, it doesn't even matter. You can fill it in with Bondo or whatever you want. I'm not proud of this, but it's my frame, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna fix it. So don't judge your joints at first. Now, I should have flipped this board over, the frame over, when I glued it up, and double checked the front and left the bad joints if there was going to be bad ones on the back. But I didn't, so here we are. Just want to show you the problems and fixes in woodworking, especially with frames. See how it's kind of dry? Look, the only gap is right here at the end. There you go. There's a little tiny gap on the inside, barely. Just put a little bit right there. The backside gaps are good. No filler needed. I'm going to show you how to reinforce this miter joint because it's only glue. And over time it could separate. So we are going to use these joint fasteners right here. They're 1/2 inch deep. I would recommend 3/8, but I couldn't find any. So one end is sharp, this end's sharp, and this end is not. See the sharp edge? On the other two corners, we're going to use a dowel. We're going to drill a hole. This is a 1-inch dowel. We're going to drill it down about 3/8 of an inch and glue a piece of dowel in. This is an old school trick. To the top of the bit. Where'd it go? There it is, right down here. 2. All right, now we're going to clean up our final edges with our dry putty. All right, the frame is all filled, sanded. Now this is the time. I'm just going to break the edges on the inside and the outside. But this is also a time if you wanted to put a profile on here. I'm still thinking about it. I might put a chamfer bit around this edge, but I haven't decided yet. So I'm just going to break the edges first. This bit is actually too big for this, but if I just raise it up enough, I get enough clearance to use it for a small edge. A little compressed air, and then wipe it down with mineral spirits, and we'll be ready for stain. Or paint, whatever you're doing, but I'm staining this one. The reason I made this frame was for a special picture an artist made for me, and it's hand inked art. And I'm gonna leave his YouTube channel in the description below. He's a friend of mine and he's a fellow YouTuber. And even if you're older than me or younger than me, if you like rock and roll, I think you'll like what is going in this frame. I'm gonna try to find the picture so I can at least show you. So this is just classic black stain, and then we're gonna put a clear lacquer over it once it dries. Just a good old-fashioned painter's rag, and this is it. Look at, I'm already liking those joints. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Looks flawless, and you know it's not. Here you go. Check that out. I don't even know which one was bad now. There's that one. There's another one. There's another one. And there's the last one. Let me get out of the sun. Now it's time for clear and some picture hanging hardware. Let me show you what I'm using. Most of the hardware stores have a little kit. This was $10. This has kind of everything you need. Or you could buy everything separate. It'll cost more. This was $10. Has the wire, the little eyelets, and however you want to hang it. So $10, not bad. We're going to use this lacquer to finish over this stain because that poster deserves high shine. So here we go. I'm gonna probably run 3 thin coats. Do the back first. Don't get in a hurry. Look at that sheen. Looking good. That's 3 coats. I'm gonna put the final coat on right now. Now that you know how to make a basic frame, click into this video so you can make some funky frames. Came out pretty nice for some project board, huh? I just set my frame down on this tiny screw and look what happened. Don't be like John. Thanks for watching.